Well, not many more times we'll be making this drive. Officially sold my house. Actually headed up now to tear the lift down. It's a tad bittersweet. It's the first place I ever bought completely on my own. And having a mortgage teaches you a good deal of responsibility, and I went from barely getting by at my old job, you know, running cars and stuff on the side to help pay for things, and then, you know, here we are moving on to bigger and better things. But get the lift torn down today, hopefully, and then whenever we'll get it put up. I'm actually gifting it to my buddy Levi. I don't feel like storing it because I don't have the garage right now for it, and I'm gonna end up going with something different in my new garage. So figure I'd be a good friend and give him a free lift. Well, good morning, guys. A little bit of a different scene here today in the single cab. There's a reason why we're in a couple reasons why we're in the single cab. One, it's my truck, and it doesn't get used as much as it used to. But we're hauling beds, and this is a two-stopper. It's not really one I wanted to do, but the price was right, and I can't complain. We're headed 2 stops, one in South Royalton, Vermont, and one in Long Island, New York. So that's one reason why we're in the single cab. I wanted the shortest combination as possible. Also, it sounds bad, but I don't care as much about the single cab as I do the mega cab, because I really like the mega cab. And to me, this single cab's just a throwaway truck. Also, the mega cab, I still haven't got the tires put on it. It's been super busy with other stuff, house stuff. Selling that house has been, if you guys have ever bought or sold a house, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a lot of stuff, and a lot of people coming in and out of that place, and needs this, someone misplaced a key for this, and it's like, it's an hour-and-a-half drive for me now to get up there when something needs to be done. So like yesterday, I had a text that they needed a key to the garage, which, okay, there's one on the counter in the kitchen where there's a key ring. And they're like, well, they already left. I was like, well, I might as well, I gotta run up there and make sure they have the key, because I'm leaving town for 2 days. Like, I'll be gone tonight. And sure enough, I get up there and the key's sitting right there, so I ran up there for nothing. So just stuff like that is why I haven't been doing as much posting and work. But so the mega cab's gonna get tires, an oil change, and I feel like there was something else I needed to do to it. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated with that though. But I'll show you what we're hauling here. All right, so we're gonna drop the first bed, the back one there, in Vermont. We're going to Vermont first. Then we're coming in to New York City, Long Island with this one. We're picking up a truck in Vermont from a Copart, which goes like 20 miles from my house. So we're gonna drop this today in Vermont, pick up that truck, then sneak in Long Island about 4 o'clock in the morning, be there when they open at, I think, 8 or so. So what we're gonna do is just sneak in the middle of the night, sleep on the, I mean, not sleep, but take like maybe a nap or something in the truck, just lean the seat back a little bit, because we're gonna stay outside the city for the night, sneak in when traffic's not bad, wait on their lot till they open, and then get out of there in the morning. So that should be the way we avoid traffic. And like I said, I wanted to bring the shortest combination possible into New York City. It's not something I would usually do, but I quoted them on it. The money was good. We could double this load up, and also gives me an opportunity to bring that truck out of Vermont to Maryland, which pays really good itself. So we're gonna go in here. We're on the Jersey Turnpike right now. It's 7 o'clock. We've been at it since 4. I'm gonna go in here and get a coffee and keep on. All right, so I got a quick question for you guys that currently run ELDs. I'm looking for a new company. I'm so sick of Keep Trucking. Long story short, 2 weeks ago we got everything set up for Rich, which is an owner-operator of mine, and he's had nothing but problems for the last 2 weeks. Now today, goes to, you know, drive or whatever, and no ELD, calls, account closed. That's weird. I just paid for a year up front, so we wouldn't have this billing issue. Paid for a year up front. All right, I call and after being transferred 6 times, I finally get somebody on the phone. I'm like, so why did this happen? Oh, well, we're not sure. I'm like, well, can we speed this up? He said, well, the account will be back online within minutes. And just look for an email in your email. I'm like, okay, why did this happen? How do we prevent this from happening again? Puts my driver in a tight spot. So anyways, what do you guys use for ELD? Second, my dispatcher calls, and I didn't answer his call the first time, and I said, sorry, I was on the phone yelling at Keep Trucking. And it's so bad that somebody else that's in the industry goes, oh, don't miss those days. That was just about an everyday occurrence. So I'm changing companies. Welcome to Vermont. Way station closed. There's 2 things I like to see. Well, ended up delivering to a Pete dealership. Some nice trucks in there. Look at this thing. Got all kinds of trucks here. I got a couple for sale, actually. 2 red Pete's, and I guess that International's maybe for sale too. It's a good looking truck. Brand spanking new. All right, so we've got that bed off at the Peterbilt dealership, and my oh my, do I have a story for you guys. Maybe not that entertaining, but I'll tell you. So, I'm out here in Vermont. Came through Killington, Vermont, and Killington, Vermont's like a real big ski area, and I've heard of it, and I actually know a couple guys that I'm friends with that have come up here to go skiing and everything, snowboarding, skiing. So I was just taking in the sights. I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. You see the mountain, it still had some snow on the ski resort, and I'm just kind of taking everything in, and the road, it like winds on this river, and it's beautiful. There's people down there fishing. You can see the bottom rocks because the water's so clear. So I'm just taking in the sights. You know, it's nice when you get out in the wilderness like this and you can take in, you know, just take in everything. So I didn't bother to pull the camera out or anything because I was going to pull over. They had these like little just turn-offs, and I was just going to pull over, get the nice camera out, take some pictures, and just really enjoy things because I'm on no time schedule now, which is a story I'll tell you because the load canceled. I'm on no time schedule now. So as I'm winding and weaving on that road, I come to this place and I see a pull off, and I'm like, perfect, pull off there. I look ahead and there is DOT set up, 3 trucks deep, and they like stand out there and then they just point you over, and they pulled over the truck in front of me. Thankfully, I was already going by. I slowed down, they pulled him over. As soon as he got over, I kept going. But I'm gonna try to find it on the map, because when I say absolute middle of nowhere, I mean, I didn't have cell phone service. Middle of nowhere. And yeah, last thing I expected, so I didn't bother pulling over there. I just kept going into my delivery, which was 5 miles up the road, and we're at a rest stop now. This bed's kind of shifting a little bit. I'm gonna tighten up, push it over and tighten up the straps and get back on the road. Well, this place looks a little rougher than what the reviews say. But really convenient because this will get me in the city at, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, like through to the customer at 7, maybe even a little before. And it says they open at 7, so I might be able to get in and get out pretty early. But anyways, at least they have, this is the reason I found is because of the truck parking. It's a mover back there, and they got like random drive-ins sitting over here. But anyways, gives me a place to park. So, and there's like a couple restaurants nearby. The review, so what I do when I look up hotels, I go to the reviews and then go to newest. And the last one says it doesn't look like much from the outside, but the rooms were clean and updated. And the guys stayed here for 4 days for business, so I'll take that. Anyways, as long as the rooms are clean. But, so what happened today is I had this vehicle I was supposed to pick up at the sublot. Well, this sublot, the gentleman who I was working with was an exporter. And he said this is by far the worst Copart in the country to deal with. So he, there was $50 due on the account. The account that the owner of the account's out of the country, obviously, somewhere overseas, and he couldn't get in to pay the bill. It's usually not a big problem when it's like under $100 storage. It says right on the contract, we will reimburse you for storage, just bring your receipt. It says 50 bucks. I was like, fine, whatever. And I was like, you know what, it's a sublot. I hop on Copart's website, you can't schedule an appointment there, so I call, and I said, well, how can I get this paid? Can I pay over the phone? They're like, no, you have to stop by a Copart location with that customer's information. Like, you got to be on their account. I was like, well, that's not going to happen. Called the broker. He said that he'll try to get a hold of him. 2-3 hours go by. He calls, apologizes, says we're going to just cancel the order. He's going to give me a positive rating because he doesn't want me running over there if, you know, we can't get the bill paid and we can't get the car released, which I really respected. He was awesome to deal with. Now, the sublot, you have to call and make an appointment. So I had a 3 o'clock appointment today. Once the load canceled, I didn't even think anything about it. I just got a nasty phone call from this guy. I said, well, we sent somebody over there to wait for you and blah, blah, blah. It's like, whatever. So we have another vehicle, which kind of works out pretty good, which we'll discuss here in a little bit. I'm going to get my things. I'm going to lock up anything that I don't want to get stolen, because this place doesn't look too promising, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do this. Like, we're in Massachusetts. There wouldn't have been anywhere for me to really, you know, truck stops or anything for me if I was in the mega cab. So that's kind of why we brought the single cab on this. Even though, you know, we know that mega cab needs work, we, you know, we probably could have got it by using it. Let's get up to the room here and see what we're working with, because I got some computer work to get done. So that also helps, having a hotel when I need to get computer work done. Well, in all honesty, the rooms ain't bad. I just ate at this Chili's over here. Just gotta walk across the road. But the rooms are updated, clean, just about as good as you get with a Quality Inn. I mean, not too bad. It'll do for the night. Gotta get up early anyways. So the reason I chose this place, and yeah, no, I need a haircut. The reason I chose this place is because I'm a Choice Rewards member. And if you guys are staying in hotels, like even if you use them for like your 34s, like sign up with, you don't have to sign up for like a credit card or anything. Just become a rewards member and use their apps, and you'll get points that you can use towards additional stays. And like this tonight, I only signed up for a queen bed because a king bed was like $27 more. And being a diamond member, which is the highest member, they just automatically upgraded me because they had it available when I got here. So I'm just sitting here doing some invoicing and get a shower and head to bed. Tomorrow, we go to Long Island.